All right, hi, this is my roommate Marcus, and he's a student here at the University of Michigan. But today, you're going to be playing the role of a high school student who's about to graduate and looking for a career. But you personally don't want to go to a four-year college. You heard about this website from your friend that gives you some options for careers that don't require college, and you thought you'd give it a try.
Sounds good.
From there, I gave him a chance to look around on the website.
That's it. Good income, career success without a college degree. Oh, that's a nice salary.
Yeah, they make way more than I was expecting.
Yeah, especially without a college degree. Can't do it. Need the health insurance.
At this point, he took the career survey, considering what he would have liked in high school.
Structure. Who needs structure? Gotta buy my yachts. Very important. Nobody's got 2 years for an education.
Then I will warn you, this is a feature that isn't fully implemented yet.
What?
The survey is essentially a placeholder. It'll eventually be link you to a list of the original careers, but just sort of filtered down. I think I have an example in the second tab, but we haven't actually worked out the back end for that yet.
Along the way, Marcus noticed some design features that could be improved later on.
Wait, can you click on things? That's interesting. I just didn't know what I could click on this website. It's the Career Explorer and the Career Survey. So,
After he had explored the website, we went downstairs again, and I interviewed him on his thoughts.
All right, so now that you've taken a look at the website, I'm going to ask you what were your thoughts, both as you yourself and then also as your persona as a high school kid. So first, you as a college kid, what were your thoughts of the website?
so as just me myself, probably it looked like a decent informational website. One of the drawbacks I would say is I actually couldn't find what to click as a link, even though I was just looking at it personally.
So make it more clear what's content versus what you can click on.
Right, exactly. Yeah, whether you have those in text boxes or maybe specifically make the links look like buttons or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Other than that, though, it seemed pretty a simple, informational website. I like the categories in the job descriptions. Those were pretty good. So,
Did you feel like content-wise too much, not enough? What would you have preferred?
On the homepage, it definitely was a lot to read. If that could be separated a bit, I think that would help a lot. Especially if you just had a short couple sentence intro, then maybe a summary, and then get into more of the weeds of why you should read more into the website or the background. Just more of a triangular structure rather than a box. And then, but for I said, for the careers, I think it was pretty well laid out so that I could read through the highlights, and then if I thought I was interested in the career, I could read a little bit more. So it had enough information that I wasn't looking for more, but it had general enough information at the beginning that I knew if I was interested or not.
So then, within the role of sort of pretending that you're a high schooler or someone who isn't in college right now, do you feel like there were any different pieces of criticism that you might have found from their perspective, or do you feel like it would have been helpful?
So as a high schooler, with the perspective that maybe you're looking for a job, so you're looking at other places as well. You maybe don't have a lot of time if you're already working somewhere part-time or something like that, and you're looking for more of a career. I think it'd be very important to make the intro page, a summary, go look at this page if you're short on time, basically, or but this is so it's very obvious this
Really
is just
cut it
the
down.
intro. Yeah. Because you're not gonna, if you're just looking at your website for the 5 minutes you have on break or whatever, you're not gonna want to read all that text. Maybe I wouldn't throw in a lot of color, honestly, because the same reason, you don't want
Keep it
things to be
simple.
confusing or anything. You want to be straightforward and to the point. Maybe you could categorize your jobs instead of just having the list of jobs be medical jobs or public service jobs or things like that.
I think at one point we were considering adding sort of a sort feature. Do you feel like you'd prefer sorting or categories, or potentially both?
Depending on what you could sort by, I think it could be really useful. Because like if you have someone that wants like, oh, they know they need 50,000 a year, like you could sort by that category, and or if I think the sort would definitely be more useful because if you knew like you're more interested in medical type jobs, and you could sort by like anything having to do with medicine, or if you knew like you want to be like firefighter, policeman, like
Public service jobs or something.
right, you could sort by that as long as this sort was fairly well implemented. And
Okay, it even
had
sounds
enough
like
categories.
this might not even just be a sort. This might be more like a filter. Do you think that would be helpful?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like it would have been helpful as a high schooler?
Yeah, just to be able to see my options that I wouldn't need a 4-year education for, because
Okay.
I definitely, like, when I was in high school, I thought, you know, you get a degree or you just, like...
That's your only option, yeah.
Yeah. So, I think it would have, like, opened my eyes a lot to, like, for example, being the dental hygienist pays really well, and you don't need you need an associate's, but, like, that's 2 less years of school than I thought I had to do to get a job that would pay that well.
Yeah, that surprised me how much it pays as well.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think it would have been very helpful.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
No problem.